as you know, the Higgins is coming to Scariff very soon, and we've had a very exciting competition, and we're going to announce now the winners of the competition. The winner is Sarah Scanlon. So, well done, Sarah. You're going to star in the film, and also we have a runner-up who is also going to help out on today, and that is Molly Power. So, well done, Molly. I'm very proud of you both.
Well, I'm here with some members of the Tidy Towns Committee, and we were at a meeting and we decided we'd come down and offer our services to the garden to see if we could help with some weeding and preparation for the President's arrival next week. Here with me are Michelle and Bernie and Shirley, and we're talking to Eileen, and Eileen is telling us what she needs done.
At this stage, I think it's all about weeding and getting all the beds prepared and looking nice. We've had all the hard landscaping done up to Saturday, so the ladies have kindly offered to come in and weed, and maybe a little bit of planting as well.
My name is Zinaida Noureddin. I actually just mentioned during a meeting, well, why don't we sort of do something on that wall? Because the question was, what are we going to do with this wall? And so they said, well, what did you have in mind? And I said, well, I would do a floral pattern. And I brought the sketch that you see. I brought that along, and they said, well, that's a great idea. So can you do it? And I said, yeah. So I'm going to do it. So that's basically it.
Really would have liked to have seen it.
timber along there.
Best of luck, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning,
How are
Marie.
you?
I'm good, thank you very much. How are you?
Good. Best of luck today, Sarah.
Great.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
Good luck today, Sarah.
Thanks very much.
Morning, Sarah.
Morning.
The best of luck today.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.
Hey Sarah,
Hi.
best of luck today.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah. Best of luck today, though.
Thanks very
Okay,
much.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Best of luck today.
Thanks very much. Hi.
Bye.
Hi Sarah!
Hi, Joey.
Hello Sarah, how are you? What are you doing today for the President?
I'm presenting him with a commemorative booklet.
Oh, very nice. Best of luck to you today.
Thanks, Joey.
See you Sarah!
Bye.
Congratulations, Sarah, on winning the writing competition. That was very well done.
Thank you very much.
This is the commemorative booklet. So it's a little journey into the unknown. You ready to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. We have to have shared goals. One of the really nice things that happened was a booklet called Grian that was published by the Co-op for a number of years by Ruth Marshall. So one of the things that would have happened, or one of the interviews that would have occurred 20 years ago, was with Michael D. Higgins, and that was exactly 20 years ago. And this is the issue here that we found with that interview in. This here is our landlord. He's called James O'Brien. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to James because James gave us a 35-year lease on that property, and because of that we've had a shelter over our head, and that means that we've been able to offer space to different groups to create different things. So Sarah, this other mosaic here is just being created. It's based on sacred geometry, and it's called the Flower of Life here, and this was through another VEC supported project. It's our community bench, and it's a place where people can sit at the mouth of the forest garden and just before they wander down the path. Co-op will continue to provide space and opportunity for artists, entrepreneurs, dreamers and dancers. So Sarah, congratulations. This is what you'll be presenting to the President. It's a local artist has made this cover, Sive O'Neill. So don't be nervous, because you'll be fine.
This one would be really nice. Straight across. Yeah. You can take these two here. You can take that one and that one. So you're going to get these lovely estranches.
Hi, darling. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You've got an audience, lads.
I know she's want to check
on a day such as this. The weather is against us, but it doesn't deter from the fun and the enjoyment and the historic occasion that it is today when the President of Ireland visits Scariff. I'll call on the chairperson of East Clare Community Co-op, Mr. John Damsel.
Mr. President, Michael, Sabina, Lord Mayor of Clare, TDs, one and all, councillors, and a Gwyn Ushla. I'd just like to start by mentioning Denise Spaulding, who died yesterday. Fliss Waterman, who was an original member of the co-op, who's very seriously ill. And some of the anniversaries that are happening today, I'd like us all to take just a moment's silence. Okay, this is my speech, what it is. I'd like to thank so many people, so many groups. I'd like to thank you all by name, but there are too many names to mention. But I'd like to say that Scariff, for the first time in a long time, I've seen us come together as a whole community. So I feel very proud that the co-op have been at the centre of this whole community. After that, I'm not going to say a word.
Garamarket John. Anish, tá áthasarraí, céad míle fáilte a chur, raibh uachtarán na hÉireann, an túsar Mícheál ó Higgins.
Well, céadal sias is mín lam buicas a gháil as achtan fóide dar sibra a héamas ma bhean céile Saudi agus tom áthasar chumán go bheith men seo ar achad 5 kilúra go sibh kilúra fés a cúig bliain. May I say straight away what a great pleasure it is to be here. We can never be defeated by the weather, there's not much we can do about it, but at least in the short term, although maybe we can in the long term, if we're all very responsible. But I'm delighted to be here to welcome the officially marked the 25th birthday of the East Clare Co-op. And I want to say, to thank every one of you and the children I met earlier for the warm welcome. Could I just say that I was very moved by what John has just done, which is to ask you to remember the passing of somebody who was a founder member of the co-op and remember somebody who is ill. This is the reality of the community that we would all like to create. The kind of Irishness that I spoke at in my inauguration, when I said it should be a kind of an Irishness that was inclusive, and that the republic we hope to create was a republic of rights built on need, based on meeting people's needs, on respect, coming through the community garden. What others might have left as a neglected space has been turned into something that will renew itself season after season and do things in several different ways. And that is about life. What is happening here is more real, because it is based on more people, it is based on the kind of intelligence and the use of people's hands and labour and initiatives, and I pay tribute to that. I think as well, the words that you have, cooperative and community, are very, very important words. Societies that have relied on radical individualism are societies that are unhealthy. They are equal societies. You don't have to believe me, but in every single study that is made of it, equal societies are healthier societies. And societies that think long-term are healthier than societies that think short-term. And societies that are inclusive and that respect gender difference are healthier societies. So I think that, if you like, the chart that is here about those early meetings that took place, about the need to have such classes and the need to have such courses as will enable everyone to participate is terribly important. Celebrating your 25th year, you're doing it in the year that the United Nations has designated the International Year of the Cooperative. And it is very interesting. When I was in New York a few weeks ago, that the long distance there is between Ban Ki-moon and the United Nations building and Scariff is this, is that many times at the United Nations, words are fired out into the world and not implemented here. If we ever wanted an example of the contribution that diversity makes to community, it is here in Scariff, where those who have come and joined with others have worked together to create something unique and beautiful and inclusive and full of life. And I congratulate you on that. 25 years, and after 25 years of doing all of that, you're still doing other things together. I did have the opportunity of seeing what is here on the wall. And what a great idea this wall is. It shows how in the very beginning, from basic cleaning up of around different areas to workshops and so on, and each bit is added into it. And the commercial is added to the communal. And I think it is cooperative enterprises, community responsibility, that is what we need now. Isn't it an incredible thought to think 20 years ago I was making a documentary on economics and sustainable development in Brazil. When you think of how fragile we have made our planet through irresponsibly assuming that you could raid out the resources of the world and deliver them to a few people for their benefit while looking on at poverty. It is one of the great moral failures of our time not to have been made our economics humane and transparent and accountable. And I hope that the philosophy and belief of the credit union movement will extend through the cooperative movement, and that we'll have time to live responsibly with each other, and to be able to love each other, and to be able to love nature, and to be able, whether we live or die, to go on and say, we left the place we came to better than when we arrived. I see all of those ethics, I see all of those values in what you're doing in the planting of your gardens, in the holding together of all your different meetings, extending the concept of cooperation. And I congratulate you on it. And I say to you as well, isn't that the atmosphere in which the finest teaching can take place, in which the finest music can take place, and where there are people who don't know the name of our country, who know the name of the musicians who come from this area, because music, coming as it does, appeals to the souls of men and women everywhere. Agus is síta gan rada de hanán an stian teanga a úsáid in áit mar seo. Gan nairi lips na sna cearta atála tíocht, agus ní léin abrisara, go méid na tariagi, agus gym gach ra, agus banacht, gach a megar siúlásí an tauki. Thank you very much.
It gives me the greatest pleasure and pride to welcome the President of Ireland and his wife, Mrs. Higgins, to the East Clare Community Co-op. It gives me personal pleasure as a poet to welcome him as an esteemed fellow poet. I'm sorry that on this visit his schedule will not permit him to read some of his work, but I'm certain that he will oblige us at a later date. And we were involved, as we are now, in what is termed a fiscal adjustment, which really means a lot of hardship for a lot of people. At this time, many young people from the rural communities in Ireland were forced to emigrate to find work, as they are now doing. And this was never, ever a lifestyle choice. So, may I thank the many shareholders, the workers, the committee members who have given long hours of thought, planning, discussion and hard graft over the past 25 years. Let's just give them a clap. Thank you all so much, all of you, for coming here to celebrate today with the East Clare Co-op. With all your help, may the East Clare Community Co-op continue enriching Scariff and beyond for the next 25 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arthur. Now, we are about to unveil a plaque 25 years of East Clare Community Co-op. Mr. President, there are two young ladies that you met here a few minutes ago who have a little presentation to make to yourself and to Sabina. We've got Molly Power, who will present the flowers, and Sarah Scanlon, who will present you, Mr. President, with a commemorative book.
Oh, it's grand.
I can't see that. It's so cold. Oh, it's so cold,
Sorry, yeah.